And there was nothing else to watch, dude. I've completed YouTube. I'm not even kidding, Guru. Worst night ever. My 21st birthday, my sister comes to visit me and now is going home with my roommate. Wish I was joking. I genuinely cannot even think rationally. I'm so mad. Worst, my 21st birthday, my sister comes to visit me and is now going home with my roommate. Wish I was joking. I genuinely cannot even think rationally. I'm so mad. She's not your sister, dude. Like, that's not a sister move. You must have been a cunt to her when you were younger, or if she's just like a horrible cunt overall, then that's like weird. But yeah, just completely distance from them. They're not your family. Thank you for the time. Family don't do that. So she's not your family and she's not your sister. So problem solved, dude. Your sister never did it because she wasn't your sister ever. You know? Easy fix. Easy way to cope with it, dude. That ain't something a sister does. Have a crash out on Zahabi if he wins. I shall. Full power Magumbo overhand is wobbling a gorilla. I don't care. It might do. Or some other so-and-so from Texas, perhaps, yes. Did you see the video of JDM submitting Craig Jones? Is that real? What do you think? I don't care if it's real or not. The fact that he has employed Craig Jones for this training camp means he's definitely beating Bilal's bitch ass, dude. No way around it. End of discussion. He destroys Bilal Muhammad, dude. No one trained by Craig Jones is going to lose to no Bilal Muhammad. That's a fact. Bilal Muhammad, dude. No one trained by Craig Jones is going to lose to no Bilal Muhammad. That's a fact. Does Jones being longest reigning heavyweight champ hurt his legacy at this point with how inactive he's been? It doesn't hurt his legacy. It makes it even better because technically he's the longest reigning heavyweight champ, even though he's only defended it once against a fucking old man. But it just goes to show that his entire legacy is an absolute sham from the beginning, and he's a fake fucking fighter that doesn't deserve nothing. Lucas' season ends tonight. He could do. I said that the, what's it called? The Wolves would beat him. Like, Jon isn't successfully stalling the fuck out of Tom's career. The goat meme has almost, the duck meme has almost got to normalize this shit. This shit, Tom could have forged his greatness by now. Yeah, but, you know, if the Jones fight is on the line, you know what, chat? Yes or no? If Tom Aspinall beats Jones, it's better than just defending against an interim, defending against another heavyweight contender in the meantime. Fact. And also, if Jones never fights Tom, it actually is a subconscious win in Tom Aspinall's career. Just based on the way that Jones has gone about it, it's a subconscious win on Tom Aspinall's career. He couldn't have defended 3 times. He could have defended maybe twice in the meantime here, but he did defend against Blades as an interim champ. But, I mean, what would he have done? You know, no one's really there right now to be there other than Cyril Gane, but if he would have beaten Gane a bit, Volkov a little bit clearer, then that would have been good. But this is really good for Tom's career to be known as the guy that Jones didn't want to fucking fight, you know? Would you ever take an amateur MMA fight? No. Thank you for the $2. If I can live my life without getting knocked out, chat, I'd fucking do it. I haven't been knocked out in my life. I'll do some like MMA training maybe at some point in life, but no, if I can live my life without taking a severe concussion, I'm going to do it. The closer, and I know oh, you should think that you would win, but dude, there's no telling, and if I get chinned, and I'm a heavier guy, so I'd be a heavyweight, and shit happens. So, I don't know, I just don't need it, man. I don't need the 10% risk of getting chinned, you know what I mean? The closer the fight, the more I believe in JDM. True. Thank you for the £2. Heard some African got killed this week. Name was Simon or something. All right, shut up, dude. Thank you for the $8 Australian. Should at least spar with death sentence on DJ's YouTube. No, I don't want that work, dude. He'll flying sidekick me in the face to begin with. He starts fights like Fabricio Verdum. My girlfriend is unclothed and I'm watching Guru's stream. Islam was 1 win away from overtaking Jones as the GOAT. Would you put aside your hate for Islam and root for him, or do you still pray on his downfall? I still pray on his downfall, but I don't mind Islam Makhachev. Like, I've never really minded Islam Makhachev, to be honest with you. I wanted Oliveira to beat him. But since then, I've been pretty pro Makhachev. I wanted Volk to beat him. But aside from, like, wanting the other person to beat him, like, I sided with Makhachev after the first Volk fight when so many were saying that Volk should have won. I thought Makhachev should have won, pretty clear. He could even win 4-1, you know? So, I don't know. Although I would rather others, I don't really mind Makhachev as a person. Impression of McBinks on his Ian Gary arc? Okay, no. Please don't. It's me roommate. Sup, Judius? You seen that new survival horror game, God Save Birmingham? It's about dystopian Birmingham being overtaken by foreign zombies. Not even joking. Oh, my God. Well, there you go. Based on true events. DoorDash will never lose you as a customer. I haven't had an ordered bit of food in a long time. I had some salmon, egg. 10 Nganus versus 1 gorilla, but it turns into a family reunion. All right. Thank you for the $5. I found out my roommate was sleeping with my cousin when I called her and heard her ringtone from his room. You found out your roommate was sleeping with your cousin when I called her and heard her ringtone from his room. Dude, what the fuck is wrong with you guys' families? I guess I'm not that close to my family, but I don't think they would ever do some shit like that. Thank you for the 5. I think you're just making up some fucking porn scenario for yourself. The families don't do the shit like this, surely. JDM said his... Shout out to all the fucking female members of my family for not fucking doing some crazy shit when I've got a bit of internet fame. Shout out to them, dude. Fucking absolute gems, I tell you. JDM said his GP is to make Bilal shit himself. His goal is to make Bilal shit himself? Well, that sounds like a great goal. Thank you for the 5. You know, I see you in public. I walk the other way, brother. Now, if you come to Texas, Dallas, Austin Arena, we'll get a steak together. I'll remember that guy. I do remember that guy. Was it you? Because I think you've said remember that guy twice now in the past week. It might have been you that asked that and regrets it. Thank you for the 5. Prime JDS sleeps Aspinall. No. Pfft, fucking dumbass. Guru, can I get a Yoel Romero impression, please? Hey! Say your song, boy. You know. I know the Rockets are doing crazy. I haven't seen it recently, but I was glancing at it earlier once I got the internet back. They were 98 and something. 107 and 80. Yeah, they got this shit in the bag. Curry's moving like Korma tonight, dude. He's mild. That's a mild performance. Impression of Ian Gary wishing he was LeBron. Please, just fucking give me the splints in my knees and let me growl. What do you think happens at UFC 317? I think Ilia Topuria versus Charles Oliveira is going to be the main event. I don't know what else is going to be on the card, but we shall see. Impression of Connor going to Subway and asking Molly for a meatball sub. Yeah, Molly, give me a meatball sub, yeah. Well in love. I give it a 5, some shit like that. You see Damas got in trouble with the law again? Well, dude. Well. Would you believe it, dude? Start training MMA. I want to see vlogs. No, I want to actually do something different in my life that doesn't revolve being on camera or vlogging shit like that about MMA training. So, no. If I do MMA training, it'll be to actually enjoy it as a part of my fucking life, I think. Not to fucking vlog everything all the time, dude. I need to enjoy life off camera. MC Binks, your sister getting piped out, bro. Time to rope Max. It's not his sister, dude. It's just the same way if a girl ever cheats on you. That hasn't happened to me. I haven't had a girlfriend. But if a girl has ever cheated to you, it's never your girlfriend, dude. So you didn't get cheated on. You know what I mean? Because if she was your girlfriend, she wouldn't have done it. You know? And if she was your sister, then she wouldn't have done that with your roommate. So she's not your sister. Easy. Easy stuff. What do you mean? Him breaking the heavyweight title defense days record, it's absolutely lame and it's just a fucking manufactured record. It's dumb as fuck. Does 2015 Jones beat prime Cain Velasquez? Yes. No, probably not. Not 2015 Jones. But then again, if he would have moved up then I don't see why not. I don't see why not. He probably has stomped out Cain's knees with oblique kicks. I don't think Cain was that good, I'll be honest with you. You shouldn't, in my opinion, chat, yes or no, you shouldn't need to prove cardio at heavyweight. Does anyone kind of agree with me on that take? Cain was really good, but I don't think his cardio should be, I feel like his cardio is, like a little bit overrated. Who's MC Binks? Why has he kicked up a fucking storm? I'll get to him in a second, I guess. Did you see the Smashing Machine movie trailer with The Rock as Mark Kerr? He looks a bit like him. Do you think they talk about the conspiracy about... And should they give Reyes... I've already read all these. Why are they reloading in? There we go. All right, Piggy, I'm 20 and there's this lady who's 39 and wants to go out with me. Is the age gap weird or nah? Dude, honestly, if they're hot and you're straight, there would be no problem. Is the age gap too weird? 39? You're acting like she's 50. A MILF? Come on, dude. Are you straight or not? Now, you don't have to do that, but, you know. I'm just saying. I don't know. A hot 39-year-old woman? That's not bad. She's probably crazy. Even better, dude. I don't know. I feel like my testosterone's been spiking, chat, since I've been working out. I'm back, dude. I'm back in action. Oh, I might have my annual fuck. It's gonna happen, dude. Sometime in 2025. You'll hear about it. I wish the girl in Ghana who Jimmy'd was... Alright. Thoughts on Korean women? They're Korean. Thank you for the 2. I think they're a bit... I'm not going to make a generalization, but I think, you know, the K-pop audience, I think they're retarded. I think they're retarded people. Just wooed by... I think they're actually like NPCs. I know we have that shit in the West as well, but I think it's a little bit less. I think they're younger in the West, but there's like K-pop women that are like 40 and still like obsessed. I know there's some in the US as well, but it seems like it's fucking tenfold over there in that part of the world. So that's what I'd say. They're a bit weird. Hey, Piggy, what animal can you beat pound for pound? Walrus. Impression of a pig? Yo, 100 people versus a gorilla on a motorcycle with nunchucks. He never had nunchucks. I'm joking. Thank you for the 5. 100 people would win. Connor saying he would beat 100 gorillas while he couldn't even handle an eagle. I know, dude, that he couldn't even handle Khabib Nurmagomedov. I saw a lot of people saying that. That's crazy though, right? But you know, he started at fucking 16 and, you know, Khabib started at birth. Got close. Got pretty close, dude. Stuffed some takedowns. You know, I hate seeing shit like that when I see things of Khabib saying like, dude, no one can stuff his takedowns. He honestly would take down Cyril Gane, and I'm like, dude, he couldn't keep down McGregor effectively in round 1, really. You know? He couldn't take him down in round 3. People are very dumb when it comes to talking about Khabib's potential up weight classes and shit. Thank you for shit himself. Well, that sounds like a great goal. Thank you for the 5 gifted memberships, MC Binks. Should I message JDM for an interview, chat? What do you think? Should I do it? Should I risk it? Or is Bedtime getting the interview? I don't want to do it if Bedtime's getting the interview. Yeah, fucking JDM. Because I'm confirmed on JDM winning, and now I'm comfortable enough to message him for an interview. Yes, risk it. I mean, we've spoken before in the DMs. So I could do it. Fuck Bedtime. Yeah, but when it's Vulcan Lucas, not that I'm saying I could have easily got Volk, so not the best example, but I feel like Bedtime's guy is JDM, you know? So if he's going to have that moment, I don't want to stomp the parade, if you know what I'm saying. But I'll try and get JDM on. We've messaged before. Thanks, Guru. Brady pulls out of 80% of his fights, so it's an easy no from me. He's constantly shitting the bed. Why'd you always talk about Bedtime? I like Bedtime's content. I don't watch his content, but I try and shout out a lot of MMA YouTubers. Is that so bad, chat? I put on a lot of MMA YouTubers. I'm not competing. I know I've won. You know what I'm saying? I know they ain't catching up, but you know, I'll happily shout out some smaller MMA YouTubers that have their own audience. Gee, I'm trying to catch up here. Thoughts on MMA Twitter saying JDM has shit boxing? Dude, I fucking hate that Bilal, Marab, and Makhachev are fucking at the top right now because their fans have literally fucking brainwashed themselves to find entertaining fighters bad for the sport. I swear to God. Yes or no, chat? Have you noticed that cultural shift in MMA right now? The fans of Marab, Makhachev, and Bilal, and Ankalaev have fucking, to cope with them being a fan of those fighters, They're just absolutely tearing to shreds anyone who shows any glimpse of entertainment in the sport. I swear to God. I swear to God they are. And JDM's the current target because he's up next. But they do it to everyone. Everyone that's somewhat entertaining, they just fucking trash him. Every single time. You know? Because they have to cope. They have to find some way of coping with the fact that their champs are the most dull things for the sport right now. Even though Makhachev's pretty entertaining, I'd say. But, you know, I'm looking for tasty combos and knockouts, you know what I mean? So, but Makhachev isn't as much. But it's more like Belal, Ankalaev. But Ankalaev has some highlights, but, you know. We want violence, man. And these fans, they just really diminish all of those guys all the time. Like, he got cut open, lol, he got dropped. Like, yeah, that's what happens when you fucking brawl like a warrior, man. Like, when you go out there to be some kind of fucking soldier and actually get in this fucking sport to have a scrap in a cage, like, you're gonna get cut now and then. You're gonna get hit now and then. You're gonna get taken down now and then. You're gonna get, you know, dropped maybe earlier in your career. You're gonna have a loss. You know, you don't get in this sport to be some fighter. You know what I mean? You're in it as a martial artist. And you're good. And these guys are good at it, but it's not the same culture, you know? People don't want to talk about the fact that Khabib had less than 10% takedown success in the middle of the octagon. A good wrestler would not have that problem. Takedowns in the center of the octagon are noticeably more difficult, though, these days, though. I'd say. So I disagree with you. Takedowns in the center are pretty bad. But yeah, Khabib failed a lot of takedowns. But they all fail a lot of takedowns, you know? Makhachev failed like the majority of his against Dustin Poirier. I think he failed 11. He went 5 for 16 on takedowns. So, yeah. You know? They're good, though. They are really good. And it's the fact that they keep shooting. Even Ian Gary did the same thing just recently, you know? It doesn't matter if you're shit and you can't get the takedowns. You just keep shooting them. You're going to get a good shot eventually. Impression of Francis mowing down Hasbulla on a tricycle? No, dude, calm down. 10 months, let's go. Thank you for the 10 months, Michael Johnson. I appreciate you. Did you see JDM say he wants to make Belal shit his pants during the fight with a body shot? I did see that, yeah. Dude, JDM's been talking some ish. What was the other thing he said this week? I can't remember what he said about Belal. Or someone else in a division. I think he's quite delusional, you know? He seems like you fucking lost to Rakhmonov. Like, if I lost a fight, I wouldn't be saying I fucking won. So I think he's, I think he's quite fucking delusional. I think he was saying something like that about Ian Gary. Base, dude, that was his bat signal. You know what I mean? That was his pig signal to the guru for an interview. So hopefully he responds to what I just messaged him. I'll let the Indians go first. No glaze, but JDM striking is so satisfying. Hopefully he wins and makes welterweight active and fun again. How do you think him versus Buckley goes? I think he could beat Buckley. I do. I would worry, though, because Buckley's more explosive. Like, he's like Belal, but not as good at grappling, but he has more danger on the feet. But I think JDM, I just don't see him getting KO'd, man. Maybe this will backfire, but he's just one of those fighters where it's going to take something special to get him with a KO, you know? Woodson looks like if a cum sock came to life. All right, thank you for the 2. We should send 100 Gs just... Impression of Trump glazing Dustin Poirier after his win. Dustin Poirier, what a fighter. What an amazing Louisiana man he is. Thank you for the 10. Eddie Hearn dissed Dana, said he can't lace his boots. I think it's slipping as well. I might do a video on it. Do not breed a 39-year-old. What are we saying breeding for? She just wants to go on a date with him. Doesn't mean he's going to fucking impregnate her. Thank you for the 10. Kid will need Velcro trainers. I mean, yeah, if a 39-year-old woman has a kid, it's probably going to have downs at this point.